finding clients that I feel comfortable working with, that my guts is telling me these are going to be a great client, they're going to turn into friends.
So, Duayne, one of the things that we talk to builders about a lot is the importance of actually defining your ideal project, the kinds of projects that you're good at, that you enjoy doing. And a lot of builders actually struggle with the idea that you can be working on your ideal projects all the time. What steps do you recommend builders take in order to actually work out what their ideal project is?
Well, probably the first one is get out of that mindset. Like, the thing is, you actually do have a choice, but I really focus on what I enjoy and what I love doing. And look, in the early days of focusing on that, you try and knuckle down on one type of job in particular. But for me, my favourite jobs now and the jobs that I aim for are the ones that I connect with the clients the most. So I've sort of done this full circle of where I've come to. But everybody, at the end of the day, everybody has a choice on the jobs they take on.
Yeah, and I think it's actually just realising that that is what you are in control of, because I know lots of builders will go, I've just got to take whatever's coming my way. I don't have the luxury of, it's all right for you, that kind of stuff. But it's again, one of those things that I think a lot of people feel that they can't get to choose the jobs that they want until they have enough jobs happening to then be able to say no to other jobs. But, whatever you're saying yes to means that you're saying no to something else that might come your way. So getting that mindset first of actually knowing that you can say no to the jobs that you're not good at. And, that means that you're creating more space for those jobs to come your way that you do want to do is a really big difference. So
yeah, exactly. And saying no to the ones, your gut will generally tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. And it is hard. We get caught in that cycle, and we do. Most builders tend to have to take on jobs because they're low on cash, their cash flow's not coming in, they've got bills to pay and all those types of things. But to get started and be able to be in a position to pick the jobs that you want to do, start with jobs that you feel comfortable with doing. Start with jobs, go back through your data. Building businesses have so much data. Go back and review past projects and look at the types of jobs that were profitable for you. And that's generally a good starting point, because if you can be choosing jobs that are going to be profitable, obviously that's going to give you a better mindset, it's going to help you with your confidence, and then you can start sort of tidying it up from there, because there's so many things that you can pick, select your jobs from rather than just what clients are telling you.
Yeah, location's another one too, isn't it? Because, that can really impact the profitability and the performance of your business as well. If you're having to travel long distances all the time, that's also going to have an impact on your lifestyle, the actual time that you have, the time that jobs take. So looking at profitability, looking at location and what you're good at can be a really awesome way of starting to nut out those ideal projects. And like you say, even just looking back at what projects did you really, find had what was the secret sauce of those projects that you really enjoyed doing in the past can make a big difference. And if you're just starting out as a builder, it might even be that you worked on a project for another builder, but there were particular things that you liked about that project. Starting to sort of list out those things can really help with understanding that. What else is there?
And look, I think a big one is your team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it takes a lot more than one person to build. And so figuring out, and that also ties into what you just discussed. Where does your team live? Where are they located? Because you can end up losing team members if they're having to drive all over the countryside and those types of things. So I have regular conversations with my team about this. We'll do a review at the end of the jobs, and if we're using new products and all those types of things, we'll have a chat about it. Did they enjoy it? Do they want to do more of it? And it is a team effort. So at the end of the day, every single builder has a choice on the jobs that they take on. So ultimately, you want to get into a position where you find your niche. And a lot of, coaches and things and that out there, they'll tell you to find your red, your green, your blue house. But like I said, for me, it's gone full circle. And the most important thing for me now is finding clients that I feel comfortable working with, that my guts is telling me these are going to be a great client, they're going to turn into friends. The job's going to be profitable. And probably the most important one is jobs that, suit me. Are they sustainable? Are they energy efficient? Are they jobs that are going to take my beliefs and my thoughts in the direction that I want to go? So that's really important.